right, everyone, welcome. Let's begin. If I could ask you to please have a seat. Today is core day, so we're really going to focus on your core muscles and the strength from the inner corset, the front of the torso, which is it's called your abdominis rectus, or your six-pack. Underneath those muscles, there's an additional set of muscles called the TVA, transverse abdominis, and those touch the spine. So they help with posture. So let's begin in a cross-legged position. I'd like to invite you to close your eyes. I will ring the singing bowl 3 times so that we can call all parts of our consciousness back to this moment. Good. And then please bring your hands to your heart center. If you would like to close your eyes and take a moment to set a clear intention, please do. Perhaps focusing on your posture or maybe the rhythm of your breath. Or you can also think about what core means to you, what's at your core, what is of value. Then let's inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, draw a line from the sky to your heart. 2 more times, inhale. I like to begin this way because it helps us to land in our bodies, especially if you've been on the computer most of the morning. Inhale up, exhale, hands to namaste. Let's bring the hands onto the thighs and start to circle the torso in one direction. So when we spend a lot of time on the computer, which I do as well, sometimes it feels like our life is sort of from the neck up. There's a lot of thought, a lot of cerebral action going on. So really just feel your legs, feel the way that your feet feel against the floor. Feel your core starting to move. It kind of moves in a wave-like motion. 1 more big circle and simply change directions. See if you can allow the head and neck to come along for the ride so there's no break in the energy, especially at the cervical spine. Cervical spine is simply a fancy term for your neck. 2 more great big circles. 1 more. Good. And then pause there and notice how even though you've stopped moving your torso for a moment, you can still feel the movement of energy. And we'll carry that with us as we start to flow. Let's come on to the hands and knees. I'll turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. Hands are shoulder width, knees are hips distance. Inhale, gaze up to the sky. Exhale, round your spine and really draw your belly button up. 2 more times. Inhale, looking up. Exhale as you round. Again, it's navel in. 1 more time. Inhale, and that actually really helps, by the way. If you touch the muscle, so just put your 2 fingers on your tummy and then push up with your fingers and round around the fingers. And let's come back to hands and knees. When you're ready, extend your right hand forward and your left leg back. And just get really long through both the arm and the leg. Inhale here. Exhale, draw your elbow to your knee. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Remember those 2 fingers and how you could round. Get that again. Inhale. Exhale, round. Come out through extension. We're going to get just a little bit fancy here. Right hand to the floor. Left leg is still extended behind you. Left arm to the sky. Turn around to face me. So right away, you are in a modified side arm balance. And now let's lift that leg. Take the arm alongside your ear, and now you're starting to work your core stabilizers. So in the same way that we were drawing the elbow to the knee to pull all this in, we can do it to the side to pull the obliques in. So you inhale, exhale, you draw the obliques in. So think really small waist there. 2 more. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, small waist. 1 more, inhale, and exhale. Come out through extension, pause here. Bend your top knee, bring your hand to the top arch of the foot, and find a little back bend. And now you stretch the abdomen, and you get a little work for your lower back. So the core is really the front of the abdomen, the side, and the back. Let's release. And I'm going to walk around to the other side. Back to the hands and knees. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round your spine. Pull the belly in. You can touch again. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, round, round, round. 1 more time, please. Inhale. Exhale and round. Come back to a flat back. And now as you're ready, left arm and right leg. Get really long through the spine. So there's a couple different ways to work muscles. One is through what's called an eccentric contraction. That's when we move the elbow in towards the knee. Pardon me, concentric contraction is here, it's shortening. Eccentric contraction is when you lengthen. 2 more times. So concentric is shortening, you pull in. The eccentric is when you elongate and work. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Keep breathing. Good. And now left hand to the floor. Right foot will come to the floor, keeping the right leg long. Take your right arm up to the sky. Breathe. Take your arm alongside your ear. Lift your top leg and get really long through the side of your body. So now we're in a different kind of contraction, a stabilization posture. So all you're doing is working your muscles by maintaining the pose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze in. Couple more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, contract. 1 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come out through the long side body. Then bend your top knee. Bring the top hand to the top arch of the foot. And imagine that you could kick your foot into your hand. As you do so, maybe you gaze up, turn the heart to the sky, come out through that long pose again, and then come back down to the hands and knees. Good work. All right, let's crisscross the ankles behind you, have a seat, and extend your legs in front of you. Go ahead and lay down. Okay. So from here, I'd love for you to bring your fingertips to your abdomen again and just tap your belly a little bit. This actually really works. It's part of the exercise science. When you touch the muscle, it fires with a little bit more effort, a little bit more work. Okay, here we go. Draw the knees in, bring your hands underneath your lower back. Take the legs up to the sky. So we've been focusing mostly on upper and side abdomen. Let's get into that lower abdomen just a little bit more. We'll have alternating leg lifts. And so in the practice of yoga, we spend a lot of time with one leg in the air. And the reason for that is because we are lengthening our hamstrings. Hamstrings tend to get really tight. So we have kind of double duty here. I'd love for you to lengthen your hamstrings. All that means is straighten your legs a little bit more. See if you can get your foot directly above your hip. And now at the same time, can you feel your belly? You can tap it again if you need to, especially if it feels like your legs are taking over. All right, we've got 4, 3, nice and slow, feel your strength. 2 more. It's actually harder when you go slow because you have to stay really aware of what you're doing. It's a good thing. Both legs up. Let's take the arms out to the sides of the room. So it's like you're in a big letter T. And now take both feet over towards me and then up and over to the second side. Okay, we'll do this a few more times. So think of your legs sort of like windshield wipers, and you want to keep them pretty long. If you need to bend the knees a little bit to protect your lower back, that's fine. So if you bend the knees, it's simple physics. The shorter the lever, the less work. If you want more work, you keep the legs straight. Let's do 4, 3, 2 more. Ooh, I'm starting to get warm. Last one, and let the legs land. So my legs are off to the left. I'm gazing to the right, and I'm in a twist. Good. So when we bend forward, we're working the belly, and we're lengthening the lower back. When we bend backwards, just the opposite. And when we move side to side, one side of your waist is contracted, it's shortened, and the other side is lengthened. So remember concentric, eccentric work? All right, let's take the legs back up to the sky and move side to side again. And if you prefer, you can put your hands under your lower back. You'll know right away which one feels better. One is not necessarily better or more effective than the other. This is really just a matter of comfort. Let those legs go a little further each time. Let's try 6, 6, 5, all the way over. Think full range of motion. 3, 2 more. Last one, let the legs land. Make sure that you're in the twist on the second side. And so I'd like to invite you to close your eyes again and remember the feeling that you had when we were circulating energy, when we were seated in the very beginning and we were starting to circulate the torso. And it felt like everything was just starting to wake up. See if you can bring that same feeling into your torso of circulating energy. So yogis work with very specific lines of energy, and one of the most common that we work with is the spiral. So if it serves, in your mind's eye, envision a beautiful spiral, and then allow your body to take that shape. That's really the shape of the twist. Good, and let's come back to the center. Place your feet flat on the floor. And anytime that we're in a twist, we want to take the time to neutralize the spine. So bring your hands on top of your thighs, press your thighs away from you, and let your waist get really long. Now walk your feet back towards your bottom, lift your hips as high as you can comfortably, wiggle your shoulder blades in just a little bit, interlace your fingers, and then see if you can get a few more inches of height by lifting the hips even more. If you still want more, you can go onto your tiptoes and then give yourself a really big boost. One more big breath. And bring the hips down. Let's come into traditional Shavasana today. Full relaxation pose. You can close your eyes, let your palms face the sky. If you have a ponytail in, you might want to take it out and just get really, really comfy. And now with the eyes closed, let there be one more invitation here. There is an invitation to rest. So relax your feet and all the little muscles in your toes. Relax your calves, your your shins, your thighs. And allow that feeling of relaxation to continue into the lower abdomen, the lower back, the upper abdomen and ribs, the middle back. That feeling of softness travels up to the chest, the upper back, the shoulders, all the way down the length of each arm, even into your hands. The hands are soft and open and receptive. Relax your neck, your jaw, and last but certainly not least, relax your face. And let the face be a reflection of the relaxation that you feel inside. And now let's wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingertips, gently awaken the body as you turn onto your side. I always like this transition pose. It allows your nervous system a moment before you move back into your day. Let's sit up. Crossing the legs in whatever way you feel is comfortable, sitting up nice and tall. Let's please bring the hands to Namaste, bowing the head slightly. And a slightly different closing today. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, touch your thumbs to your forehead, your third eye, for clarity of vision and thought. Bring the thumbs to the lips for clarity of speech and communication. And then finally to the heart for clarity of emotion. Thank you so much for sharing your practice. Namaste.